All right, welcome back to a brand new video of the Targeted Individual Program, Targeted Individual Experience. Again, I just want to show you guys how they target me, how they hack into my devices, how they will hack into my account, how they are infiltrated within social media, and so forth and so forth. And also, I'm going to explain also how they've been using other methods to try to prevent me from uploading my videos, right? Because, I talked about how they would prevent my video from uploading by throttling the videos. It'll take hours and hours, and the video will still not be uploaded until I started to upload the video twice. So I guess they're trying to prevent my video from uploading from last night on my way home because it clearly shows the New York Predator Department engaging in predatory psychological harassment and so forth and the violation of my privacy. Then I'm also going to show you how they hack into my phone that I record with and try to prevent me from showing you guys certain things, right? So here on my YouTube channel on my phone my other phone, I started seeing this. It says that your watch history is paused, and I'm like, why? I didn't pause it, so why is it paused? All right, because again, hacking into my accounts. Right, this is the New York Predator Department. This is the violation of the privacy. When I talk about a criminal organization with their predatory criminal officers, and they have created criminals within the society, within our community, right? Because they can get away with a lot of things that they're doing. Okay, so I'm going to show you guys exactly what's going on. So today, I had internet on my phone. Yeah, I uploaded videos last night. I was checking my phone this morning. I had internet on it, and then I was playing a game of the Division. And then in Division, you had this character. His name is Rondo, right? It has a zero in front of his name, underscore Rondo. And when I went to what was it? No, I was engaging it with some enemy characters, right? This guy came and anyway, he killed me. It was a higher level, right? And so when you respawn to the last location that you was in, right? It's either the safe house or a checkpoint, particularly if you're in the dog zone, right? So I responded in the last location, right, which is the safe house. Now this guy, right, again tracking me through online gaming, right, tracking me, went to the safe house that I was at, stood outside the safe house, came out, killed me again, kept on doing the same thing, kept on doing the same thing. So I started recording. I recorded on my phone that I usually do videos on, right, and it's the reason why they prevented my phone from accessing the internet. Okay. I mean, the criminality of these people is relentless and unbelievable, right? What it is that they do, and I talk about them having a gun and a badge, and they think that they're above the law, but they're not above the law. And what they have done is within our society is that they have created a criminal organization with religious fanatics within the churches also, right, to commit crimes against people and trying to get away with it. Okay. And particularly when they engage in microchipping people. Religious people always talk about they're always looking for the devil. It's like a whole bunch of these people believe a whole bunch of stupidness, and the religious delusion, their psychopathy because of their religious delusion as a part of it has engaged them into committing all kinds of crimes. Okay. So again, just wanted to show you guys how this is what they do, hack into my account to do stuff like this. And then, will attack me from preventing me from uploading my phone. They've done it many ways. Now they figured out they can do it this way, which is deliberately, okay, doing this. So what I'm going to do, I am going to show you guys something here. Let me just go here because I want to see which of the videos was uploaded from yesterday. So it is this video, right? This video, I had to wait for the bus for an hour. Okay. All right. Now this I have been I have uploaded this yesterday when I got it home, right? So this is what it says. New York, the retaliation by the NYPD Predator Department officers and the criminal agent see the patterns. Okay, and so I've uploaded this yesterday. Okay, so this 1 hour 3 minutes. That's again, I did this yesterday. So if you look at the previous videos, which is this one, it says 15 hours. You look at the previous video, it says 14 hours, right? So this video, the one that says my purpose will always be greater than theirs, right? That was the first video I uploaded. This one, because they had, like I said, they retaliated. I shown how when I check the bus schedule that it says the bus will be there in 17 minutes. I checked it again and I showed this, right? I literally took the phone that I recorded with and I showed it, right? To show how they manipulate the bus schedule. Then when I went back to check, it says the bus would be there in 15 minutes. Then when I went back to check, it said the bus would be there in 20 something minutes. Okay, so literally I had to wait for a whole hour for bus to get home. And during that hour, the New York Predator Department and their predator officers was engaging in psychological harassment, was engaged in these things. And this is the reason why they don't want my videos to be shown. Okay, these people are criminal. They are criminals. That's what they are. They are fanatic. They are obsessive. They are narcissistic. The dog tribe personality traits. That's who they have, and that's what they have, and that's who they are. Okay, so them attempting to do this, it's kind of ridiculous. Then on top of that, on my phone that I record with, if I go and I hit the camera app, right, the camera will the videos will show that as I'm scrolling through the videos, and I'm gonna show you guys. Let me do this. Let's do that. All right. So here's the video. Here's the video. Right. As you guys can see, it is an hour long. That's how long I was waiting. Okay. And I want to again. I want to show you guys. All right. Oh no. So this is me getting off the bus. Okay. Look. This is me getting off the bus.
Alright, welcome back to a brand new video of the Targeted Individual Program, Targeted Individual Experience. So okay, that's not the bus. The bus is here like, when I check it, it says 30.
Right, okay, it was 37 minutes. Yeah, that was the first bus. This was 37 minutes, okay?
Again, with the manipulation of...
So yeah, I forgot, but it had said 37 minutes, right? Then when I went back to check, I think it said 15 minutes. And then when I went back to check, it said 20 something minutes. All right, so let me get to that part. So I want you guys to see. I'm just going to scroll through here. I can only play the video that way because when I go to look for the video, it's the phone app, the camera app does not see the video. Okay, it does not see the video. Let me show you guys. Okay, let me show you guys. So this is 3 videos that I did from yesterday for last on my way home, right? Let's go here. Look, no internet, right? So if I go here and I do this, right? Open the camera, the video is not there. You guys see that? Right? You guys see that? Right? Right? This is a video from the post office that I did a month ago that I forgot to upload because it shows how they send their perps into the post office to target me, right? So as you guys can see, right? So what I have to do is I have to go to YouTube, okay? I have to click on my channel, okay? Then I have to do this, and then the video will show up. See what I'm saying? Why? Because they don't want me to I was going to take snippets of the video so I can post them, transfer them to my computer and upload them, right? They don't want me to do that at all. They've done this before, okay? But now what they've done, like I said, is now preventing my phones, this phone in particular, this phone that I'm doing right now, I have you know, this is the phone I have data on, right? So I'm able to use the internet, right? But they literally did this. And then on top of that, when it happened, my niece was walking back and forth in the hallway, shaking her keys. So I went to my sister and I had asked her to call um, Optimum, right? Because she doesn't even remember her thing, her password. So her daughter probably hijacked her account. So I'm gonna have her call Optimum. All right, uh, new password with a new name, and that her and I will be the only one to have access to be able to change anything within that account. Okay, so I just want to make a quick video of this. Let me see if I can show you guys the predatory behavior of the New York Predator Department. I just want to let me just do it. Okay, hold on a sec. Let me see this.
Exactly what's going on. See, with my YouTube channel, you know, they
Let me see. I don't want to make this video too long now.
no, motherfuckers. Y'all just manipulating people. That's
Okay. All right. So let's go back a little bit here.
Psychological manipulation, but you got to be smart, my people. You got to understand what is being done. And you're not using the spitting sound, right? Look at him. Look at him. Look at him.
Okay. All right. So this was before.
Infiltration. Okay. So that has always been a thing. It is nothing new. What they have done is to dumb our minds down. Is to make us highly ignorant to these things to understand what's going on. Okay? This is what they do. So the reason why I talk about, is another great vehicle? Right, a lot of gray vehicles, because you know
Okay,
that's
so
what they've
this
been
is.
using
All
today.
right, I gotta go back a little bit more because I want you guys to hear this and see this. You see them?
Look.
And that was that. I'm not sure.
You know what I'm
I'm
saying?
not sure if this was the first or the second one of them. Let me just go back a little bit here. Okay, you know what? I'm gonna play this because you know, like I said, let me. I'm trying not to go too far ahead.
But anyhow, so on my way, as the bus was driving over here, there was
Now listen to this.
the New York Predators Department, they're staging these things. You know, they had a car that was parked, and they were, I don't know if they pulled the car over.
Slamming
The
the
car
door
was
now.
parked. There was no,
Nice.
the cops didn't come out of the vehicle. They were just sitting there. You know, it was a great vehicle here. Yeah. When I exposed them, see, look. Oh yeah.
Now look.
Right?
Look.
I want you to understand how they do these things.
Yeah.
Look. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Let me tell you, it's amazing how they use technology and deceptive methods to try to manipulate you, right? Manipulate me, actually. They've done it in the past, but they can't do it anymore, right? They cannot do it anymore. So like I was saying, it was a gray vehicle. You see the gray NYPD. Of course, they've been using the color gray all day today. This is something that they know I'm going to talk about. It isn't. It isn't supernatural in any way. It is them waiting because they're listening to my conversation to hear what I'm going to say, and then immediately they'll say the gray vehicle, they turn on their sirens. Right? You can't listen. When I talk about the bull.
All right, so I'm just gonna leave it as that, right? What it is that they do, right, in terms of psychological manipulation. And again, if you look at mentalists like Darren Brown, Chris Angle, a couple of these other people, they have expert in terms of how to manipulate people's mind, what type of things that they do, how they engage in manipulating people who are believers, right, into this supernatural, what is called supernatural manipulation. But everything is orchestrated, right? It is all orchestrated, and they will wait and sit around, right? And as soon as I say certain things, then they will immediately start, wherever it is that they are, right? And then because you see how fast they were driving, right? Right? They see how fast they were driving. So it's not as if they were driving at the speed limit. They were driving beyond the speed limit. So it shows you that when they were parked up, they had to accelerate on that gas. They did not to go that fast. Okay, because if you look at the other vehicles going by, they're not driving that fast. And then there was, as I showed you guys too, there was let me see if I can, let me do it.
Bullshit
Yes.
that people believe because they use technology, right? The whole remote viewing thing, the U.S. government is bullshit. Okay? Because you want to know why? At the same time, even a decade before, they were studying microwave and radio wave frequency spectrum to do what, right? And what is called the microwave audible effect, where you can actually transmit words or commands into people's mind. Okay? Because I'm telling you, I have yet to, like I talk about, they talk about fortune tellers and people who can see the future. No one can really, the only people who can see the future is those that are in positions of power and authority. Because you know why?
Yep.
They're the ones building the future. You understand? They are the ones that are building the future. So they can see the future. Because they are building the future in how they want the future to be. This is something that you must understand. Right? The elites have always, and rulers of society have always used manipulation. They used technology back in the days to do the same thing. When you look at for example, when you look at revolution, how revolution starts, right? Through what? Information gathering, right? Infiltration. Okay? So that has always been a thing. It is nothing new. What they have done is to dumb our minds down, is to make us highly ignorant to these things, to understand what's going on. Okay? This is what they do. So the reason why I talk about, I see another gray vehicle, right? A lot of gray vehicles, because that's what they've been using today, yesterday, actually for this past week, and I mentioned that they'll do gray and black, and then sometimes they'll do what is called a flash mob, where you just, like, a lot of people wearing red will suddenly appear, or as I'm getting off the bus and see most people wearing red, you know what I'm saying, because red is a bright color, it grabs your attention. So it's psychological manipulation, you know what I'm saying? It is the game theory. We talk about, when I talk about, this is what they do, right? These sick people, they engage in games, hunting of black men, and they do it in many different ways, right? As per the Jeffrey Epstein, documents, because it is a game to them, right? Playing with our lives is a game to them, right? Keeping a large section of people in poverty, it is a game to them, but it's also exploitative. Why? Because they create companies which service the poor, right? To the tune of, and they also see a lot of U-turns, right? So remember too, there was actually a gray vehicle that was making a U-turn, right? So again, I want you to understand how they try to use psychological manipulation, but you got to be smart, my people. You got to understand what is being done. And you're not using the spitting sound, right? Look at them. What happened to your sirens now, huh? After I done expose your shit, I know y'all listening. Fuck you, right? You got to be smart and understand what it is that they do, how they do these things, right? You have to be smart.
All right.
But anyway,
I'm gonna upload the.
I was like,
Hold on,
what?
let me do this.
There was
I'm gonna upload the video on my desktop, because obviously it's a video that they don't want me to upload, so I'm gonna do it on the PC. All right, and but I just want to do this just to upload this onto YouTube to let people know what's going on. All right, talk to you guys in the next video.